I'm Drew Brophy. I've been a professional artist for over 20 years. It's my job to make things look cool. My wife Marie and I run a small family business where we get to design all kinds of cool stuff. Every day there's something new going on in my studio. Come with me behind the scenes and watch how a little bit of paint can make stuff look really cool. For over 20 years, I've painted tens of thousands of surfboards all over the world. Over time, they've become more and more elaborate. Whether the board's for a collector or a pro, the process is always fun. Working with professional athletes and great craftsmen has always been an honor. Oh wow, this is amazing. Man, all this inlay work.
Well, this is clear pine and African mahogany on the inside and also borders. And there's a lot of steps to it. Each piece I have to glue separately and then put it all together.
Yeah, it's a tremendous amount of work.
And then in the back here, there's going to be 2 portholes. And this is where if there's any damage or any water, it's designed so all the water just flows right out the back.
Is it sealed on the inside too?
Yeah, it's all sealed on the inside. It has 3 coats of epoxy on the inside.
Wow.
Keeps it nice and watertight.
And so yeah, so we're going to be painting the bottom. Why don't we flip it around?
Sure.
And so the top's got fiberglass on it already, right?
Yeah, it's fiberglass ready to be sanded down, but then after that varnished.
Wow, this is beautiful, all these curves.
What's going to be unique about this is that there's going to be a lot of artwork on the bottom.
Yeah. Well, what I'm thinking of is doing these transparent paints so that it complements the wood grain and all that.
That'll be knockout.
Yeah.
That'll be so cool.
And this is going to be a big project, so I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, cool.
Right. Thank you.
So we've been working on some sketches for our client with the 14-foot paddleboard, and I wanted to show you how this all begins. And how it begins is with emails back and forth. And it's real important to find out what the client likes and what they want. And in this case, he's really into Japanese mythology and Japanese art. One of his favorite artists is Katsushika Hokusai, and he painted the most famous wave painting ever. It's the Great Wave at Kanagawa. It's pretty iconic, and a lot of tattoo art and stuff is based off of this man's work. So I really immersed myself into these types of symbolism and art forms. From there, I start working on sketches. And what I want to do is complement the shape of the board and try to get all the elements that the client likes. I do a rough sketch and then I send it over, and he basically tells me what he likes and what he doesn't like, and we went back and forth 3 or 4 times. What we ended up with in the end was this sketch here. He wanted 3 koi fish and 3 turtles, a young turtle, a middle-aged turtle, and an old turtle, representing the different stages of life. Here, there's a fishing boat in the storm, and this is the fishing village here, and so they're waiting for the last boat to come in. Then you have some cranes that are flying here that represent peace and freedom. You got Mount Fuji in the background. We have the lotus flowers going to be in the sun. So there's a lot of symbolism in this, and we're going to have it in the traditional Japanese kind of tattoo style. And a lot of thought goes into it, where everything's placed. It complements the shape. And now we just got to transfer this onto the paddleboard, and that's going to be a project. You better get busy doing it. It's really important that we transfer the sketch that I did onto the board accurately, so the client is getting what we sent to him already. This is kind of a grid layout that I've done on the sketch, and this represents each foot. And what I want to do is I'm going to draw this grid onto the board, and then I have these core components of the design. I'll put those on there, and then I can fill in the rest. That's the best way for me to do it, especially on a big project like this. His head like kind of facing down. It's the young turtle. So I just got a little water on some paper here, and you can see how easy all this comes off. And that's why we use chalk. That thing is cool. Can we keep the bike here?
Yeah. Where are we going to put it?
Put it in the back. Woo! There he goes.
Giddy up.
So you'll fill us up with mate and...
Yeah, get a couple coolers. We're gonna hit the beach boardwalks.
That is the coolest thing ever. One of our clients, Guayaquil Yerba Mate, has another great project for us this week to paint the canvas canopy for a bicycle that they use to deliver their drinks with.
We want to capture a component of where our yerba mate comes from. It's unique that it comes from the rainforest. It's grown below the canopy. We also want to capture the human element. We're working with one of the last groups of Guayaquil people in Paraguay. So sort of bring their experience and their reverence for the plant, because for them, it's been the base of their whole indigenous medicine system. It's pretty much a daily tonic to maintain health and wellness. And so when people gather, yerba mate is part of the circle. When workers take a break, they share yerba mate and then they continue about their day.
And so is it made out of the leaves or these berries?
It's the leaves and the stems that they use.
Some of the things I was thinking about putting in there is definitely, you know, the canopy and maybe some of the animals. I really like this kind of effect of light shining through. We could have like different, you know, canopy pieces coming down, you know, the trees kind of coming up off the bottom.
I think one thing captures sort of like the workers also taking that break to sit down and enjoy this plant that they're harvesting. Is like taking that time to get together as we are and sharing a gourd.
I want to make it so when you're riding this bike, passing out the drinks, just like, wow, that thing's so cool, let me go check it out closer, and then it gives you the opportunity to say, hey, well, you know, you should try this is really good. This is like one of the strangest things I've ever had to paint.
All right.
This is something I do with every project, is I'm real hands-on, and I like to see what it's going to look like for real. And this should give us a good idea. So that's what it's going to look like. So these guys are going to be picking and bagging, and there's some parrots watching. This guy's going to be showing the plant, and I'm actually going to have him holding a gourd. These guys are sharing a gourd, and the tree frog's watching. And then in the back there's a ladybug, a butterfly, and there's actually a wave in there. I had to throw a wave in there because I'm all about waves. And then on the top it's just going to be the canopy of trees and the sun shining through. So you need to imagine this as that.
A few years ago, Drew and I made the decision to only work with like-minded people. People that we really enjoy working with, people that we share the same line of thinking with. And since we made that decision, we can truly say that every company and every client we work with, we really enjoy. And it's made our working lives so enjoyable.
We're all ready to start painting this paddleboard, and as you can see, I've set up this whole room just to do this project. You know, this thing's 14 feet long, so it's going to be a long time to paint it. So I set up the room, I got my table here, and I got my paint pens. And you know, everybody knows I paint with Posca pens, and I just got this new case from Durable Supply, and this is great. This is like a full set of paint pens. And this is something new that I just got. And this is nice because I can travel everywhere with my pens, and I can literally paint anything with this. I reworked the sketch. I got a lot of little things added in, and everything looks good. All we gotta do now is paint. Just like all my projects, I'm gonna work my way around the board in color combinations. These carp are gonna be kind of like big giant goldfish, so got my oranges and yellows. So I finished the koi fish, and that color combination didn't take too long. You can see the process that I use really breaks up a big project like this. Next I'm going to do the turtles, and then I'll move on to the next color combination. Just sitting here listening to music and rolling around the board just makes it really easy.
So Guayaquil approved the sketch for the canopy painting, and Drew can now get started on it. It's a huge project, and it's going to be a miracle if he actually meets his deadline, but I'm sure he will. He always does.
This is pretty neat. I have this projector, I have this sketch. I'm just going to put it on there and put it on with chalk. What's interesting is with the paddleboard, I did it with a grid and then did it with a chalk, and this is just going to be a little bit simpler, quicker way for me to do it. You can see how the image is projected on here. So I'm just going to be sitting here with the chalk and sketching it on. And I just want to get every line. So every once in a while I'll turn on the light, make sure I got all the lines. and this will be my map for the painting. So today's been a 14-hour day and we're getting progress done and I'm really tired. I'm just gonna finish up this frog and maybe take a little bit of a rest and start on it again tomorrow. I can see it. It's gonna be beautiful when it's all finished. So I have my reference material and they need it done for the Trestles contest. I'm gonna take it to the final day and pass out some drinks. So I'm gonna pull another all-nighter and get it done for them.
That feeling of being overwhelmed because you've just got too many things to do, it comes from the universe giving you everything you've been asking for so long. The only problem with that is that everything's coming at once, and so you've got this huge pile of things that you have to get through. But if you look at the bright side, it is that all these good things are coming to you. My birthday's coming up in a couple days, and because we have so many projects and Drew's working nonstop, I just know he's gonna forget to do anything for my birthday. For his big birthday this year, we went to Hawaii. You know what we did for my birthday last year? Let's see, I don't remember. Could it be that we did nothing?
In a few days, it's Maria's birthday, and I started a painting for her. She's really been wanting the Buddha painting, so I started this, and if we weren't busy enough, I'm throwing this in the mix too. So I have the bike, I have the paddleboard, and I'm trying to get this painting done. But it's her birthday, and I know it's gonna make her really happy, so I'm gonna work on this a little bit every day and get it done for her. So I've been hiding it behind this painting so she can't see it. And I'm gonna really stoke her out when it gets done. I got the frame and everything ready for it too. This week has been way busier than normal. Everything seems to be hitting me at once. Maria works so hard organizing all these projects, she's always pushing me to do better. I really just want to make her birthday special. She really deserves it. All my projects need to be done by the end of the week. I just don't think I could handle one more thing.
Hey Drew, I just got a call from Tanner Gudauskas. He wants you to paint a board for him today.
Ooh. What'd you tell him?
I told him I'd ask you and let him know.
No.
I'm leaving the decision up to you.
I owe him a paint job because I told him if he got a shot with that Iron Maiden board, I'd pay him another board, so.
Well, he needs it today because he's in a contest this week.
Just keep stacking stuff. I'll just paint 24 hours a day.
Just don't go home. We'll put a couch in here for you.
Is he coming now?
I told him I'd call him back. He wants to come like in 10 minutes.
All right, I told him I owed him a paint job. We gotta do it. He's worth it. Tanner's great, you know?
All right, I'm calling him.
You know, a lot of folks don't realize that I always have a lot of projects going on. I'm under a lot of gnarly deadlines. And this week is especially bad with this board and then the Guayaquil bike, and then I'm also trying to rush Maria's birthday painting. Now Tanner's bringing in boards, and you know, I could easily say no, but you know, he's a great supporter for me. He's a great guy, and I told him that if he got a shot on his last board I painted for him, I'd do another one for him for free. Anything I can do to help those guys. Him and his brothers are just fantastic. They're great role models, and those are the type of people I want to be associated with, so I'll do anything for them.
Yeah, Drew.
What's up, man?
How are ya?
Got a board for me?
Got a board.
You bring that Maiden board by chance? So this thing went well, yeah? And you got the shot.
Couple boosters, yeah. I'm super stoked. I actually have another trip coming up, and so.
You still take this board on trips? Oh, that's killer.
Dude, you gotta throw it in the mix.
You just got to. Yeah, you know, Maria came in and was like, telling me you needed a board paint, and I was kind of stressing because I got a lot going on, but dude, I'll do anything for you.
Sick!
Get the shot, you're stoked.
So psyched, dude. Thank you, man.
Yeah, so which one are we gonna paint now?
So it's this guy right here.
Oh, wow, look at this.
Freshicles.
So you want it on the bottom or on the deck?
I don't know, because that one was on the bottom, and I really like that because it's for the airs, but kind of was thinking maybe go on the top on this one. I've been doing a whole bunch of tie-dyeing, and I've been doing green and purple tie-dyes. So really, if we could just incorporate those colors, I'd be super psyched.
How about if we do like some kind of like killer green kelp deal, bubbly looking stuff going up the rail would be cool. Kind of like actually on the mural over there.
Yeah, that would look sick.
Let me get a pencil.
Radical. So we're gonna lay it down right now?
Yeah.
Wow, this is sick. Just going down right here.
Yeah, it's cool just adding a little personality, you know, because the boards all kind of look the same when they're white.
Yeah. You gotta like kind of bond with the board.
Yeah.
The artwork kind of helps you do that.
Sometimes it just makes you feel good.
Exactly.
You know, going from the big 15-foot paddleboard to, you know, doing Tanner's, you know, 6-foot board, whatever it is. It's like so easy after doing the big one. And I can remember when I used to paint production boards, I used to paint all the Stewart boards. They're all long boards. So after painting 10 of those all day, and then I'd go to Lost and I'd paint the little boards. After painting those long boards, I'd show up at Lost, it was like nothing. You know, painting these little things was easy. You can see how the Posca pens blend, just easy. It's a real unintimidating way to paint. You know, I got my simple colors here and there's no setup or anything, I just go right to it, and just a great way to introduce yourself to painting. All I gotta do now is spray it and this is all done. We knocked this out pretty quick. This has got some energy.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
What? That looks unbelievable.
It's not quite Iron Maiden, but this will be good.
Holy cow, this thing is sick.
So it looks like it's moving, like
Dude, I'm frothing. That's so radical. I had no idea how it was gonna turn out because we were just looking at the pencil lines.
yeah.
What? You got the green herbs? I love it. I absolutely love it. This is gonna look radical in the water.
Yeah.
I'm like giddy like a little kid right here.
It's a shame you're just gonna go do big airs and beat it to death.
Just beat it. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, man, no worries. You wanna go check the waves and
Dude, I might have another sash. I might have to just wax this thing right now.
go
Is it
wax
good to
it.
go?
Yeah, it's good to go. It's all sprayed and everything. I'll have to ride Maiden.
Oh yeah, you'll be on the
No,
You'll be doing the Hessian air.
yeah. I don't know, Tanner, it's looking pretty small.
Ooh, doggy. Grovelers.
Oh, we just need a little bit more size. Well, let's just watch it for a while, eh?
Yeah, I'll just post up. Such a nice day.
Yeah, I just think it's neat. You know, for me, I get to work with like so many cool companies and cool people, you know, guys like yourself. You know, just people just having a good time. I mean, for you, what's it like being a pro surfer?
It's pretty rad. It's like you said, it's like your main part of your job is to have fun and be stoked. So, you know, you surf every day, and that's pretty tough to consider work. Yeah. That's like something you would just do anyways. So our dad always said school's #1 and surfing's just for fun.
Yeah.
And so it was like, you know, we went to school and we graduated and stuff, and surfing still wasn't like this thing where we were looking at it like a job. It was just for fun. It was a hobby. And now, you know, it is my job, but I still look at it in the same light. It's like, I just wake up every day so psyched, and like, I feel really fortunate that I can do this. You know, it's pretty gnarly.
All right, so you got the contest coming up. You excited?
Yeah, super excited. It's always so fun when everyone comes to town and you're kind of here like representing what you've surfed your entire life. You know, it's kind of cool.
Well, cool. Well, I'm glad I was able to paint your board, and sorry we couldn't surf today, but we'll catch up later in the week.
We'll get it. Yeah, we'll get a sesh.
And we'll be down to watch the heat.
Sick.
Yeah, right on.
Broth on.
Let me get back to work. I got a lot to get done.
Yeah. Classic.
The Surfing World Tour comes to San Clemente twice a year. For local pros like Tanner, it's a great event to surf at their home break, lower trestles, in front of family and friends.
Bit of a lull now, 15 minutes to go.
I'm so excited to be painting for the next generation of rippers. I've painted boards for 4 world champs, Groms to moms, and everything in between. It's all good, just adding personality to surfboards and being part of the surf community.
11 minutes and 14 seconds.
Tanner has been ripping it up. The contest will be going on all week. We'll be wishing him well. Hopefully come Saturday, we'll be watching him in the finals. So we just got done watching Tanner's heat. Man, it was amazing. How'd that feel?
So fun. Yeah, I'm stoked everyone was down here. It was like a day at the beach, normal day.
The best thing about it is, you know, I was sitting with your dad, Tom, just a family affair. And That's what's so cool about San Clemente.
Well, it's really part of the roots, you know, to have a family that grew up surfing together, and they had a passion about competing, moved their way up the ladder to where they are today. So
It's cool.
couldn't be more stoked.
We'll let Tanner rest. Think you'll surf tomorrow?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm gonna not surf again this afternoon and then just dump troll and then get on it tomorrow.
It's a rough life being a pro surfer.
know,
You have to
isn't
get
it
up and
tough?
come to the beach again tomorrow?
Oh, what a bummer.
I still got that big paddleboard to finish.
Oh.
And then a bike, and then
Dude.
so much stuff. So I'll be watching on the internet.
Right on, dude.
But it was great watching surf.
Thanks for coming down.
Yeah, right on. Man, it's been a long couple days doing this board, but it came out beautiful. And the last minute, the collector wants eyes painted on the bow of the paddleboard here. So I'm gonna add a couple eyes. I made a little cutout so that they'll both be the same. I'm really pleased with how this came out. It looks amazing. All I have to do is sign it, and then I'm passing it off to Steve. You haven't seen it yet. Steve just got here. Can't wait for him to see it.
Wow, this is amazing. Oh my gosh.
How's that?
That is so cool.
I mean, there's just so much in this. It's crazy.
Wow, look at that. Whoa, it bit me. Wow,
You see,
that's cool though.
I did
Look at
like the
that.
translucent paints.
Yeah,
the
so it
little
looks
come-
water, but you see the,
So
it's
the
like
wa-
a stain.
Yeah.
Stainy look, wow.
Really hard to do.
That
but,
is so amazing.
And then these turtles look like they're like popping off of you.
Yeah, it's like has a 3D look to it, which is sweet. When it's fiberglassed and varnished, it's going to be amazing.
It's just gonna pop.
Oh yeah,
And
it's going to be unbelievable.
Some of the colors are gonna get lighter and some of them are gonna get brighter.
Okay.
Can't wait to get it out of here. I got this whole, bike canopy project I'm working on next, so I'll be up all night doing that.
Yeah.
And
One thing after another, huh?
yeah, but it's all good. Okay, so I got Maria's painting done last night, and I spent a lot of time doing all the detail, and I'm so happy to get this finished for her. Today's her birthday, and she's gonna be so happy to get this. All I gotta do is I gotta sign it, spray it, clear coat, and then I got a frame for it as well.
Can I have my eyes?
Open your eyes.
Woo! Oh my God.
Happy birthday, honey.
Oh my God, that is so unbelievable. How in the world did you get that done?
I had to do it when you weren't around.
I love it. I love it so much. I love it. What do you think, Dylan?
Cool.
Thanks.
I like the oranges and the Om symbol.
I love it. I love it. Where are we going to put it? I've been wanting Drew to paint me a Buddha for years, and I've been asking for it, and he's just always so busy. It's like, the shoemaker, their kids never have shoes. Well, that's what happens when you're married to a painter. You never get paintings. I've been wanting this for so long. My own Buddha with muscles. I love the colors.
Were you surprised? You had no idea, did you?
I had no idea.
You thought I was gonna get you like a water fountain or something?
Although now it makes sense why you didn't make hardly any progress on that wooden paddleboard painting. When I stopped in today to look at it, I was like, I love it. I love my boot. I'm gonna sleep with it tonight. Wow.
You deserve it, honey.
You know what? This means so much to me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So I've been here since 4 a.m. and I got it done just in time for Miguel to come take it down to trestle. So Guayaki got me through it. Cheers, mate.
Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Woo!
Wow, right on. That looks cool.
You're not gonna be able to miss it.
Colors are super vivid. Animals in there, sort of like the forest, the power and the light of the forest.
This is the best. The workers having a mate. This had to be the hardest thing I've ever painted because it's like flimsy. And then I got the gourd in here, offering it up.
Yes, it's pretty magical, Drew.
Well, let's load this thing up. Put some cans in here, take it down to the beach. What a great feeling. All my projects are finished, and now we're on our way down to the beach. Miguel is stoked on his new bike. He and the Guayaquil crew are passing out cold yerba mate to thirsty surfers and spectators. On the way here, we've heard Tanner's battled his way into the finals. What a great ending to a busy week, watching from the cliffs with my family and friends. Life is good.